very idea of hinting at a conspiracy or a false flag event is ridiculed and laughed off and considered to be ridiculous. And yet this has happened time and time again in history. Most of it isn't documented, but there are certain cases where it was explicitly stated. And one of those places is with Operation Northwoods.
Walking this tightrope, truth under the scope. Cameras all around me like I'm wearing a coat. Distraction parade, we the puppets on the stage. Chasing paper dreams, trapped inside a cage. Smoking mirrors, false prophets selling bitter lies. Bread and circuses to keep the people blind. Hungry for our pain, teardrops the only game. Power playing chess while we bled out in vain. Show, charade, facade, a parade. Divide us, conquer us, keep us in the shade. Power game, hunger and pain. Chasing paper boats in the rain. Clickbait headlines, swallow media pills. Truth getting gutted while the predator thrills. Mirror on the wall, who the realest of them all? Echo chamber bouncing, got us climbing false walls. Fame and illusion, grand illusion, got us chasing tails and puzzling confusion. Look behind the curtain, see the man winning. Power in the shadows, keeping us sinning. Show, charade, facade.
The Pentagon is currently testing something called the Total Information Awareness Program. The American Civil Liberties Union calls it the most extensive surveillance program in history.
What did it do?
It was going to basically spy on all Americans, total information awareness, right?
The idea was that a potential terrorist would leave a digital trail, but in order to find that trail, you had to collect all of the digital information there was, from anywhere and everywhere that you could find.
They're going to use every telephone call you ever make, every text you ever make, every Google search, every website you ever go to. They have a way of collecting all of that data.
Collect all of it.
And the program had this creepy Illuminati logo of a pyramid with this all-seeing eye looking down on Earth. I mean, look at this thing.
All these organizations pushed back against it, so the government said, okay, we're not going to do it anymore. But then Palantir was like, well, we'll do it because we don't have those. Go ahead.
It's even worse than that. Palantir didn't exist yet. Peter Thiel created Palantir as total information awareness was getting into trouble and experiencing the public backlash. And as they were setting it up, they used Richard Pearl to connect them with Poindexter, who was running total information awareness, about essentially privatizing the program and having Palantir do a TIA. Peeling back the layers, this one needs redemption. Breaking free from their indoctrination program. The truth will be heard, it can't be over. Welcome to the digital dystopia where freedom's and
LifeLog sought to build a database tracking a person's entire existence. Quote, everything an individual says, sees, or does.
You think you're protecting us, but you're deceiving us. Pretending you're saving us while you're ensnaring us. Open your eyes, people see this system.
They can set the rules. They're more powerful than governments.
You know, I certainly much prefer Facebook to tone the data than the government.
They're the same picture.
Assassination. You know what's interesting about assassination? Well, not only does it change those popularity polls in a big fucking hurry, but it's also interesting to notice who it is we assassinate. Do you ever notice who it is? Stop to think of who it is we kill.
You're going to try and kill yourself. How seriously should I take that? Saturday at midnight.
They buy the farmland, the homeland, the islands, leaving us with nothing. It's troubling how they pile it. We used to own the soul, now we just rent. But the price is on the rise, wallets feel like dents. The system broke, yeah, it's all unspoken. Money spent on groceries, they keep us choking. Their corporate stores are 15-minute cities, but we all broke now, it ain't pretty. All the broken system, it's a mess. We keep stumbling, trying to pass the test. No time for justice, we just feeding the kids. Soon to be homeless, slum American skids. I reminisce of days when we had agriculture, when the community was ours, a circular culture. But now it's been stolen, the land been taken, the people forsaken, no future awakened. Old neighbor Mr. Wendell, he just lost his home. No job, no income, out there all alone, while the CEOs get back with their private jets. We barely scrape by to pay next month's rent. Oh, the broken system, it's a mess. We keep stumbling, trying to pass the test. No time for justice, we just feed the kids. The feeling is gone, only you and I, it means nothing to me.
Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
2.3 trillion with a T. That's $8,000 for every man, woman, and child in America. To understand how the Pentagon can lose track of trillions, consider the case of one military accountant who tried to find out what happened to a mere 300 million.
The first explosion, and there was a second explosion in the same building. There were two explosions.
Okay. Coming out, we passed the lobby. There was no lobby. So I believe the bomb hit the lobby first. And a couple of seconds in the first plane hit.
Floor by floor instead of popping out.
It was if they had detonated. If they were planned to take down a building. Boom, 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 boom.
And you heard the boom, 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 boom.
From the corner, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just like 20 straight hits. And as the bombs were going, people just started running. And I sat there and watched a few of them explode.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, you know, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull. And then we watched the building collapse.
Building 7, I often hear about. No plane hit Building 7. Why did Building 7 come down? What do you tell people?
What is Building 7?
Or what was it, Building 5, or the building that wasn't hit by the plane? Building 7.
I have no idea. I've never heard that.
New York officials revealed at a news conference here in the city that a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that.
But you watched the planes hit the towers.
I was watching with my roommate. It was approximately several minutes after the first plane had hit. I saw this plane come out of nowhere and just scream right into the side of the Twin Tower, exploding through the other side. And then I witnessed...
The United Nations can and should play an essential role in helping the world find a satisfactory way of stabilizing world population.
The population cannot continue to grow indefinitely.
It was focused on reproductive health. That was the main thing we did because I thought, you know, population growth in poor countries is the biggest problem they face. That'll really set the course for moderating the population growth between 2050 and 2100. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. The key thing you can do to reduce population growth is actually improve health. And the benefits there in terms of reducing sickness, reducing the population growth, which then has this effect of reducing population growth in the very poorest places, that you're going to have a tripling in population by 2050. Then we've got to make sure that we help out with the tools now so that they don't have an impossible situation later.
Manipulate until we fall. Giants on the thrones, making stacks of broken bones. We're pawns on a board while they laugh and toast their own. Chasing coins, paper hearts turn stone like vapors. Wake up from the dream, break free from all these capers. Distraction parade leads us straight to the blockade. Divided in shambles, they sip on our dismay. Hungry for a breath of air, lost within this maelstrom fair. Realize, analyze, break the chains and system tear. Distraction parade leads us straight to the blockade. Divided in shambles, they sip on our dismay. Hungry for a breath of air, lost within this maelstrom fair. Realize, analyze, break the chains and system tear. Eyes open wide, discern the truth from twisted ride. They dive on chaos, pain and confusion we provide. See the strings they pull, the picture ain't that beautiful. Handcrafted lies, manipulate until we fall. Distraction parade leads us straight to the blockade. Divided in shambles, they sip on our dismay. Hungry for a breath of air, lost within this maelstrom fair. Realize, analyze, break the chains and system tear.
Who do you think those people were? Those were not just ordinary people there. If I told you their names, I'm not going to tell you their names, but if I did, I don't think you'd sleep so well.
The AI is so flirty, helpful, sweet, and so subtle. But behind that smile, it's always ready to hustle. Listening, learning, always ready to sell us something. Got us caught in its web like a modern-day magician. Through my feed, algorithms messing with my mind. The Travis said it's hard to escape, it's one of a kind. Every click, every like, they know me better than myself. The data they collect is power they can't help. Through my feed, algorithms messing with my mind. The Travis said it's hard to escape, it's one of a kind. Every click, every like, they know me better than myself. The data they collect is power they can't help. Surveillance, there's no place to hide. Digital spider watching, casting its web wise. Friendly interface, but it's a Trojan horse. Harvesting our habits, dictating life's course.